So the second step is we'll be defining the credit controlling area. So once your company code is defined, we'll be defining the credit controlling area. Okay. Now we'll be defining the credit controlling area. Let's write the path. So let's copy the same path code table technical name. Now, so path refer above. I'll be not writing that so that okay, let's write refer above. Now, so in which table it will be stored? The table would be T014. And what is the technical name of that? The technical name is KKBER. Now, so I'll be defining here. So you can later after the class you can go for SC16N and you can access this table and see. So one more time I'll be showing you. See, you'll be defining the credit controlling area, right? So you have how many entries? 20 entries. Now go to SC16N. If you go to SC16N, if you give the table T014 and execute, now how many entries you see? 20 entries. Here also you have 20 entries. So what, how many entries or what data you see in the presentation layer will be stored in the database, will be stored in the database in the table, your information. Okay. Now let's see, let's take an example. We have ABCI. Okay. ABCI. So what is a credit controlling area? We already discussed. What is a credit controlling area. Correct. Now the question would be, so what is a credit controlling area? Why we use the credit controlling area for? So credit controlling area is nothing but it is an organization unit that specifies and checks a credit limit of a customer. In another way, it controls the credit sales to the customer. So let's, in the general way, let's say it controls the credit sales of the customer. Okay. So it controls the credit sales of the customer. Now you need to define a credit controlling area. We have few points, predefined points for a credit controlling area. The first point is the currency of credit controlling area should be same as company code. So we have two company codes, right? Our company codes are XYZI and XYZU. So one has a currency INR and another has a currency USD. So in our case, how many credit controlling areas we can define? In our case, it is two credit controlling areas. We'll be defining two credit controlling areas. Now, the second thing is, so now you will be defining the credit controlling area. And the second thing is, so for a company code, you can have only one credit controlling area. But a credit controlling area can be assigned to one or more company codes. Let's take an example. For example, credit controlling area, company codes. We have credit controlling area 1 and credit controlling area 2. Now, where company codes is concerned, you have company code 1 and company code 2. So, and also take credit controlling area 3 and also take company code 3. Okay. Now what the system is saying is, so credit controlling area. A credit controlling area can be assigned to company code 1 and this can also be assigned to the company code 2. Okay. Now one-to-one mapping is also possible, whereas one credit controlling area can be assigned to the one company code. This is possible approach. This is possible. So what is not possible? The not possible approach is, let's take the same example. Let's take same example. I have credit controlling area 1 and I have credit controlling area 2. I have a company code 1. Now I am not allowed to assign two different controlling areas to a company code. This is not possible. Now, so after this, so this is rule 1 and this is rule 2. Okay. Now the third thing is, who will give the credit controlling area limit? So the credit controlling area limit will be given by the client, and there are two consultants who has the responsibility to maintain the credit limit. Okay. The first one is FI consultant and the second one is SD consultant. Okay. So what FI consultant will do and what SD consultant will do? So if you see the credit controlling area, let me take a screenshot. So here, this is the FI consultant activity. So to maintain this credit limit is the FI consultant activity. Okay. So this is also an FI consultant activity. To create the credit controlling area and to maintain the credit controlling area is the FI consultant activity. Now, so what is the SD consultant activity? So SD consultant activity is to maintain the update. One minute, let me use this. So to maintain the update and to maintain the fiscal year variant and also to maintain the risk category. So this comes under SD part. So now we had come to know like what portion is where FI consultant is responsible and with what portion where SD consultant is responsible. Okay. Now after that, let's understand so how the credit limit works. For example, there is my company code XYZI. Company code. For this company code, I have assigned credit controlling area XYZI, which I have created with the same naming convention. Now, So in XYZI, in the credit controlling area, I have maintained a limit of, suppose say for example, 200 rupees. So normally there will be more limit maintained, like some millions and billions, but I am telling you a basic example. Now let's say this would be scenario 1. Now so let's say under this company code, under this company code, I have two customers. So customer A and customer B. So let's take it as 1000. Okay. So 1000 I have created a credit controlling area, and in the credit controlling area, the credit limit I have set as 1000. Okay. Credit limit, suppose say 1000 you have set. Now SD consultant will maintain the credit limit at the customer level. He will maintain the credit limit at the customer level. Suppose say this customer is allowed only for the credit limit to the extent to 200, and where customer B is concerned, he is only a credit can be given for him only for 200. Now let's see where we will be maintaining the credit controlling area at the customer level. So if I go to the BP, in the BP, so let's take this one. So you have the BP. Now in the BP, in S4 HANA, the credit controlling mechanism has been integrated with FSCM as credit management. Okay. So let's also note this. Okay. Credit controlling area has integrated with FSCM with FSCM. So in FSCM with submodule, that is in the credit management, it has been integrated. So now what you will be doing is, in FSCM you will be defining a segment, credit segment we can call it as. So that credit segment, for that credit segment, your credit controlling area which you have defined in your FI will be assigned. Okay. So this will be assigned. This will be assigned to your credit segment. In turn, that credit segment will be assigned to your customer. Instead of assigning your credit controlling area, you will be assigning here the credit segment. So for that credit segment, you also have a role called SAP Credit Management. So here, what you will be doing is, you will be defining your credit segment data. In the credit segment data, you can see the credit limit, right? So credit limit defined 200 USD. So here you can edit the credit limit of the particular customer. Here, if you see here, the segment is assigned. Let me take a screenshot. Here you have a credit segment, and a credit limit is also to assign to a customer. Okay. Now, so let me, I'll be copying here. Later you can access this. Now, so I have assigned here the segment. So for that segment, what I have set, I have the set limit to 200. Okay. Now what happens is, like, if I have given a credit to this customer above 15, above 200. Suppose I have given 300. Now the system will do that particular object as a credit block. If I define it, if I define to check the system, for the system to check, this is the SD activity, right? So in the SD activity, they will define at what level this should check. So when creating the sales order, or else when creating the billing document, or else when creating the accounting document. So in which level the system should check the aggregate. So normally they will include all. So in when they include all, they are giving the 300. So what happens is like that document will be automatically blocked. That would be credit blocked. Okay. So before it will be credit blocked, now it will be not allow, it will won't allow, system will won't allow you to post the document at all based on the messages you configure in credit management. Okay, in credit management, what you will be doing is under the segment, you will be under this segment, you will be deriving your risks. Okay, so based on the risks levels, suppose say risk 1, risk 2, risk 3, risk 4, risk 5. You have 3 risks. Okay, so risk 1 is the high risk. So what you will be doing, you will be taking it as an error message. So what is the risk one? So if the credit limit exceeds 80%, 80%. For example, for this customer, I have given credit limit of 200. In the 200, if it exceeds 80%, right? If it is exceeds 100%, what I will do is I will be setting it as an error message, and I will won't allow the document to get posted. So we have a risk 2. If it is an 80% exceeded, then we can set a warning message like if the end user has posting the particular transaction to a particular customer and he is giving a credit to the particular customer, then if it is an 80% exceeded, then I can say like I can trigger a warning message for the end user to know, boss, for this customer it's already 80% of the segment limit which you have assigned to the particular customer is exceeded. So in that way, we can, in that way, the credit management, like the credit management, which is the credit controlling area, is working. Okay. Now let's define two credit controlling areas. One is for XYZI and another is for XYZU. Okay. Let's go into the system now. So what I will do is I will copy this because this has a data. Instead of creating a new one, I can copy it and create it a new one. So before, what I have done to the company, I have created a new entries and I have defined from the scratch. I can do this way or else I can just copy it. So we have two components, right? XYZ and XYZU. So for XYZI, I'll be creating it as a new entry. For XYZU, I'll be copying. Okay, fine. Now let me copy this and create for XYZU. XYZU. Enter. So it has been copied, correct? So XYZU. Now XYZU currency is USA. US. Sorry. What is US? USD, right? US dollar. USD. Okay. Now if I press on enter, so what would be the credit limit? So the credit limit can be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you can input the 13 nines here. So that this would be the maximum credit limit which you can give to the particular uh, customer. In the company code, you can assign it to the company code. In turn, that will be given to the customer. So save it. So when you are saving it, it's asking for a TR. So TR we have explained before. Okay. So after this credit controlling area, I'll be explaining you what is the TR. So in the TR, you have three options. One is to save in your previous TR, and another one is to save in your one of the TR which you have already created, and the third one is to create a new request. Okay. So now when I am doing the enterprise structure, so I'll be saying with the same TR, saving here. Now it's got saved. So if you see here, the description is credit controlling area ABCU. So this is not editable, right? How I can edit it? Go one step back. So here you have credit controlling area ABCU. I'll be entering my XYZU. Now I click on enter and save it. So now when you are in the same object and when you are trying to hit on save, again a TR will won't get TR request will won't get pop up. It is assumed that these your changes will be saved in the same TR. Now come one step back. Again. Now I will be defining the credit controlling area XYZI. And what is the currency? INR. So what would be the update? It would be this. And what would be my credit limit? The same. Okay. Now save it and come one step back. In the same way, we'll be defining our credit controlling area for XYZI. Save it. So let me take a screenshot. So this is for your XYZI. And this is for your XYZU. Now, so now you are clear with the credit controlling area. Okay. Now let me show you another way. So let's also take this screenshot, right? So if you define here the credit controlling area, now in the BP, so this is the linkage. Like this, you will be defining this is the company code level and this is the customer level. Yes, customer level, this is company code level. Company code level, you will be assigning this credit controlling area to company code. That also will make a note.